Hey guys, I want to show you the build I'm using on this wizard. Um, it is a critical mass wizard, which is basically you can stun lock it like like it was a rogue and WoW. So basically, the important things to use, or to look for when looking for gear for critical mass, is you want a high crit chance because when you crit, you have a chance to lower the cooldown on your abilities. So that's how you're able to use use your Frost Nova to constantly freeze the mobs. So for the wizard, if you want to use a critical mass build, there's three main things that are pretty important when you're picking out gear, and those would be your weapon, your offhand, and your helm. Because those three weapons you can add more arcane power and arcane power on crit. So if you get those, it can when you're critting more and you're getting let's say 10, 15 more arcane power on every crit. I mean that's what you're gonna be able to spam your the ability I'm using here, which is explosive blast, and the what's the other one? Energy Twister, Wicked Wind. You're going to be able to spam those a lot, and that's going to do a lot of DPS. So those are the three things you kind of want to pay attention to when, those three pieces of armor you want to pay attention to when you're picking on your armor. Try to get those. I don't have it for my dagger because I bought this one for pretty cheap, 5 million. It was the best I could find at that price. So, but I am looking for a good one with arcane power on crit and more maximum arcane power. But anyways, I'm gonna go over my build. It's pretty common critical mass build. There's some variations with slow time, stretch time rune, or if you have like a high DPS wizard, you're one-shotting mobs, you're probably gonna want to use Archon with this build. But with my DPS and low resistance, I'm pretty much I don't really have the resistance for and high DPS for Archon, so this is what I chose for this build. And as you can see, I'm using Wormhole quite often. The teleport. It's basically with this fight, since there's two elite packs, I'm using it as a defensive ability just to get out of these desecrate and just to save my butt. So as you can see, I'm fighting like I probably about 7 different abilities. Different FXs right here. I got Desecrate, Arcane Beams, Wallers. These guys, melee guys here, have shielding, and I'm getting feared a heck of a lot. So I can't even stand still and stun lock the mobs because I'm constantly getting feared by those wasps. So yeah, and they're both damage reflect, so yeah, it's a fun pack. But anyways, to go over my build, what I chose and why I'm choosing it. The Energy Twister Wicked Wind is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, that's just those twisters is what really gives me a lot of crits to refresh my to lower the cooldowns on my abilities. So does the Explosive Chain Reaction Blast. That's really good DPS. I mean, when I'm critting so much, that thing just gets constantly spammed. So that's where a lot of my DPS comes from, is if I can ever stun lock mobs. And then Frost Nova with Cold Snap, of course. Diamond Skin, Crystal Shell, Energy Armor, Prismatic Armor. The passives is Galvanizing Ward, Critical Mass, and Blur. I could change one of those to actually, and here I found another mob pack. These guys are pretty easy though because they're molten, they're melee, and they don't have shielding. So these guys I probably could have pulled a lot sooner and I would have been just fine. But I've read that the passive skill on Cold Blood is bugged, or not bugged, but improperly worded. It says cold damage, but people say it's actually all damage, so I'll probably have to test that out and see if it actually really is all damage. If it is, I probably will use that, since stun locking is what I mostly do, as you can see right there. But anyways, yeah, that's my build, and I'll do another video to show you of the build actually doing trash mob and stuff. But I think for this purpose, with the teleport, always pretty much always down on cooldown. I mean, pretty much always able to use it because of the critical mass. It's very important just to get out of things, because if I was an Archon or whatever fighting those two elite packs, I probably would have died. I don't know, unless I had the DPS just to burn them down. But anyways, the only good thing that dropped out of that pack was the Rev Bow, which pretty much I ID'd and sold, because that's pretty much what you do nowadays, is ID things and sell them, because they're unless they roll really good, they're pretty much worthless. Anyways guys, thanks for watching.